Hey, welcome back. So we're going to start a third playthrough here, this time with Jason. There you go. And Jason has a basic understanding of the rules. I didn't explain everything to him, but what's interesting is through the explanation of the rules, we discovered that the available bases, that the bases only score 1 point per base. They don't score based on the population. So every playthrough you've seen so far, I've been scoring like if a base was here, they would score 2 points. That's not true. They only score 1. So the revolutionaries were getting more points in the last couple playthroughs than they should have, but that's okay. They never won anyways. Jason has decided to play as the revolutionaries. And I've been really torn because I haven't played as the Muslim League at all yet. And so I was considering playing them. But I lost so miserably as Gandhi, I figured like, well, maybe I should play them again. And I was debating with Jason about that. But Jason, what do you think? Should I just play Muslim League since I never played them before? Or should I play Gandhi again?
Well, the Muslim League is almost similar to Gandhi. So.
They are. They're almost similar, but they're not quite.
But you could play Gandhi and then prove to everyone that you can play Gandhi correctly.
Yes, I did not play Gandhi well in the last one, so I'll play Gandhi again. I have no problem with that. So we have the game set up. Everything's ready to go, except we have to decide where Gandhi's going to be placed. And I really...
Too quiet.
Huh?
Was I too quiet?
I don't know. So we're going to do my old strategy of going to Bihar. And so we'll put the protest marker there, and that's where we will begin the game for Gandhi. Okay? So everything's placed. Jason, can you draw the top card? Make that the current card. And then you can also reveal the next card. Okay, just put it right on top of the deck.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so as you can see, Gandhi gets to go first.
Yeah, okay, so then I would go first next time.
So the event is shift a number of states up to restraint, each one level towards neutral. That's actually quite good, because the restraint right now is 4. Or add protest markers to up to 3 states. Shift restraint plus 2. Now remember, that's states. That's not provinces. So the nice thing about adding protest marker to states is, I mean, that's obviously nice, but as you can see here with the states that are on the board, we don't have any actual activists there. Okay, so that's, the shifting 3 towards neutral was meant to benefit the Raj, but it could benefit us because right now they have a lot of support.
You could shift 4. Right?
Oh, it's the states. See, it's shift a number of states. So that's the thing we always have to be careful of, Jason. States means only these places.
Oh, and you only have passive oppose there.
Yeah, I actually have oppose in 2 of the states,
Yep.
so that's actually not good for us at all. And then
Raj goes last, though.
they do go last. And then, as you can see, you're going to get to go first on the next one.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and just do full op plus special activity. And then who's next, Jason?
Muslim League.
Muslim League. So the Muslim League is going to look to see, will they be first eligible on the next card, and will it be a critical event?
No.
No. Did I choose Ops plus SA and the current event is effective for them? So effective for the Muslim League is...
If it's not effective for you, then it wouldn't be for them, right?
Not necessarily, because if they can remove adversary pieces, can they add Muslim opposition?
No.
Yeah, it's not effective for them. I would agree, because that's all messing with the states, right?
Yeah.
Now, it would be effective for them if there was a Muslim state, but there isn't. Because
Then they could...
a Muslim state counts as a state in
then
an
they
event.
could do active oppose.
Yeah, and then one other rule, Jason, I forgot to explain to you. Remember how I said those protest markers are limited, and if with the restraint equal to 4, we can only move 1 more protest marker out onto the board? An event card breaks regular rules. So if it says add 2 protest markers, you get to take 2. And in fact...
Are protests good for you?
They're good for me and the Muslims. You really don't care. as a revolutionary player, they have no impact on you.
I just want to blow stuff up and then.
You want unrest. You
Yeah.
want chaos. You want things to burn. Okay, so next, will they be first eligible in the upcoming card?
No.
So they're going to do limited up. So they're going to go here.
Okay.
All right.
Yep, because I can't do anything.
Nope, you don't get to go this round. Okay, so as far as what we get to do, I think I'm going to do rally. Although I do get to place one more protest marker. But I think I want to do rally first. Rally, and then what's my special op going to be? I think move Gandhi. The Satyagraha. We could do persuade. See, now if I do rally, I don't get to do, oh no, I get to do any special activity. This is the only one that I can do, Satyagraha or persuade. We can build opposition, spaces with protest, and unless during crisis, no Raj control. But see, you need activists. So we sort of want to get activists on the board first. Persuade lets us remove an active piece, but only if it's active. Yeah, I'm going to do rally plus the Satyagraha. So rally says, any city, province, or state with protest or Gandhi, I'm going to move Gandhi first. That's what I'm going to do. And that's the other thing, Jason. You can choose to do the special activity first, or you can choose the order. So I'm going to do the Satyagraha, which is move Gandhi and remove unrest. So I get to pick any space and move Gandhi to that space. Then in that space, I can I have to remove an unrest marker and any protest marker that's there. But I'm obviously going to move somewhere where there's not a protest marker. And then I get to place a Congress activist. So I'm going to move to, for example, the Bombay presidency here. And then I get to place an activist. So can you give me one of those activists that you're from the available? So that activist goes there. That's his turn. Okay, that's the Satyagraha. So now I'm going to do rally. So any city, province, and state with protest or Gandhi, I get to place activists equal to the population. And so that's what I'm going to do. So can you hand me 2 activists? And they're going to go here with Gandhi, but they're not going to be active yet. And then 2 there in Bihar. And then it says any neutral or opposition spaces up to restraint. So this is not neutral, so I can't go to places like that. But I could go, for example, to some of these neutral states. But I'm okay with keeping concentrated like so. And these are actually all active.
Because there's a protest.
Because there's a protest. Very good. So then the only other thing, Jason, that's left is I get to move 1 activist from out of play to available. So
Here.
yep, out of play goes into the available box. Okay, that is my whole turn. I did a special activity and then I did an operation. Does that make sense?
Okay. Muslim.
So now they get to go and they're doing a limited operation. So that's this card here.
Oh.
But you're going to need to use your thing because that's actually going to help. So are there any underground guerrillas in Muslim spaces?
Yes.
Yes. Underground, by the way, means non-active. Okay.
Be active.
If we rolled a die, would it be less than available activists? They have 5 of them, so go ahead and roll 1 die.
2.
So you rolled a 2. So the answer is yes. So they're going to do what's called rally, the rally action. So where is rally? The location. Any city, province, or state with a Muslim League base plus neutral and opposition spaces up to unity. So what it's saying is we can do this rally action anywhere there's a base, plus anywhere that's neutral or opposition up to unity, which is what?
3.
3. So we can do this in 3 places.
But it's limited.
You're right. This is a limited operation, so they'll do it in one. And so they're going to do a placed base. So to place a base in Rally, first in each space, place Muslim League activists equal to 1 plus bases, or replace Muslim League activists equal to unity with a base. See, there's nowhere with enough activists to place a base, because you would need 3 activists in a location. So we can't do place base, and I'm just reading what's here, okay? So then it says, well, if you can't place bases, then we're gonna select spaces to place activists. So we're gonna do place activists. It says, in each space, place Muslim League activists equal to 1 plus bases, or replace Muslim League, okay. So, where are we gonna do this? And that's where this comes in. So I'm gonna let you take a look at this. So what they wanna do is they wanna place a base. So see the place base column?
Yeah.
Okay, you wanna go from the top down, everywhere you see a dot, read to me what the dot says.
Muslim space?
Place bases.
Yeah, Muslim space.
Okay, so what that means, Jason, is they wanna place the base in a Muslim space, which makes sense. Okay, so that's all of them. So now we narrowed it down to just the Muslim spaces. What's the next dot? Next priority.
No Muslim League base.
Okay, that's everywhere.
2 pop.
2 pop. So that means it's here, here, or there. We're down to 3 plate. We need to narrow it down to 1.
Fewest cubes.
Fewest cubes, winner chicken dinner. So, yep, put a base right there. Oh, I'm sorry, we're not doing bases. Put the base back.
You mean,
They're not doing place base. We got to start over. They're placing troops or activists. Place activists.
most Muslim League bases, none. Muslim space, all of them. Protest.
None. There's no protests.
Raj control. Here. Or
So
there.
we're down to 2.
2 pop. Here
They're
or
the
there.
same.
1 random space.
Okay. Roll 2 dice and tell me which one's the inner die. Just pick one.
This one.
The red one's the inner die. Okay, roll. 6, 4. So if you take that and look on the last page of your book, so flip it to the end. See where the black die is 6?
It would go right here.
How do you know?
Because there's a red die with a 6.
No. Here. I'll show you how to use it. 6 means you start here and 4. But then you go upwards. So then you're going to go 6, 5, 6, 6. And if you still don't find one, then you go to 1, 1, then 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, and then 1, 6. So you had the right answer, but just not the right reasoning, okay? So the number of activists you placed there is 1 plus bases. So you placed 1. So all that was just to place 1 guy. Okay?
Okay.
Then one more thing. You got to move a Muslim League activist from out of play to available. All right. So our turns are over. This goes away. Hand me the card. And then, can you randomly pick one of these?
Do I look? Or?
Yeah, you can look. Hand it here even.
Campaign. Lord.
This is the Lord. So Lord Wavell is the overseer of the Raj right now.
Okay.
Okay. So on this next card, you go first, and then the Raj goes. So what would you like to do?
Well, this card says Gandhi calls for liquor boycott. Select one faction to be ineligible for the next card. Active faction remains eligible. Is there something that I can do that I can get this card and also do some actions? Like the middle one?
Okay. So let's say you play the event.
Yeah.
You would go here, and you're only going to play the event for this turn.
Uh-huh.
But what you're doing is you then get to pick one of the other players. It could be me, or it could even be the Raj. And you're saying they're going to be ineligible next turn. Well, the Raj is already going to be ineligible next turn, so it's only beneficial if you take one of the two of us. And then what's going to happen is you're going to be eligible next. So instead of you going over here to ineligible, you're going to stay eligible. So what you're doing is you basically get to go 2 turns in a row. But this turn you don't really do anything other than you screw somebody over. Does that make sense? That's if you take the event. Or you could take the other part of the event. I don't know what the other part
Raj
is.
resources -3 for every protest marker on the map. That's not the best.
Well,
They only go down by 3.
the Raj has infinite resources because they're the AI. So you can take their resource marker off the board. So it's crappy. And protesting railroads doesn't do anything either. So what would you like to do?
So I shouldn't do that?
If you do, well, you would do that event if the next card looks good to you.
Active insanity. In up to 2 spaces with guerrillas and troops, remove all active guerrillas, then activate any underground guerrillas. So I could activate this gorilla and that gorilla. Because, but I already go first. Well, actually, but then I would, yeah. So I would have to pass through this one, but yeah.
Well, you would pick the Muslim player to get to remain ineligible, so they won't go first. Then you would get to go first, right?
Wait, you guys go back?
At the end of this round, yeah.
Oh. I thought it was when everyone goes across.
No, I mean, so what's going to happen is, let's say you go here and he goes here. Normally, you guys would go here, and then we're eligible. But what you would do by taking that special event, let's say you mark him as ineligible, what's going to happen is you're going to go back, and then I go back with you, and then this guy stays ineligible. That's going to be what ends up happening. Your event is just manipulating the player order.
Remove 1 troop or 3 sepoys, each from up to 2 spaces with unrest or protest markers.
Without an unrest?
No, with unrest or protest markers.
Well, that's pretty interesting because you have unrest in East Bengal, so you can actually remove stuff from there.
Yeah, but I only get points for unrest and then paces.
Okay.
Like, can British Raj get rid of my unrest?
Yes, in a place where they have a red and a white cube. Remember that red and white cube rule I was telling you about during the campaign? They can remove unrest if a red and white cube is there.
What do my guerrillas do if they go active?
They're easier to kill when they're active. When they're underground, nobody knows they're there. They don't gain anything for you when they're active. However, you can remove Raj control because active pieces count against Raj control.
Oh, so that's it?
So it doesn't help you to win, but it prevents the Raj from winning. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but this revenge for the massacre at Amristar.
So
I could get rid of the sepoys. Are sepoys easier to get?
Rid of?
No, to get for the Raj.
If you're the Raj player, sepoys cost you money to use. However, the AI player gets to do it for free.
So what about the red?
Reds are always free. So because they're British troops, so the British.
It doesn't matter.
Well, getting rid of them puts them here. So then they would have to spend another action to put them back on the board, and then another action to move them. Because when they put them on the board, they can only go into the city locations first. So it costs 2 actions. 1 action to go here, and then another action to get spread out.
Okay, you know what I'll do.
Okay, the other option, not to slow you down even more,
No, I know
is
what I'm gonna do.
you could do a special op and an operation. You get to do a full action if you don't do the event.
No, well, if I do the event here, then I'm gonna have to do the event next round as well.
You don't have to.
I know I don't have to, but I want to get rid of. If I get rid of their sepoys,
How many do you get rid of? Let me ask you that.
I can get rid of up to 3 from 2 spaces.
Up to 3 from 2 spaces?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Or 3 sepoys each from up to 2 spaces.
Okay, how exactly does it read?
Remove 1 troop, which is the British
Yep.
thing, or 3 sepoys each from up to 2 spaces with unrest or protest markers. Which would only work in one spot.
It would, because there is a protest marker, but there's no troops there.
Yeah.
I don't know if that, I mean, removing that troop is nice, But let me call to your attention that you're the revolutionaries. You're violent. And you have that assassinate option
Mm-hmm.
that says remove any active piece from anywhere that you selected for unrest. Or infiltrate. You can replace a sepoy with an underground guerrilla. So you can actually take one of your underground guerrillas that are here, put it on the board, so you have more on the board, and then you can actually get rid of.
What I was trying to go with for this is, if I get rid of his sepoys, his control marker goes away.
Yes, but what I'm trying to tell you is you don't need to use the event to do that.
Yes, which I'm actually seeing that now, because with Assassinate, I can eliminate the British Raj troop here. Get rid of... No, I wouldn't be able to get rid of the control, but I would stop him from getting rid of my unrest.
Yeah, now, assassinate only goes with the unrest action. And if you look, the unrest action places unrest on the board, and you probably want to pick a place other than East Bengal to do assassinate. Does that make sense?
So I would do that one first, and then do the Assassinate? Like, do unrest first.
No. So read assassinate here. It says that the accompanying op is unrest. And then the location that you do the assassination is the space that you selected for your unrest action.
Oh. So if I put an unrest here, then I would...
Then you get to assassinate the one in Punjab. Yes. But if you do an unrest there in East Bengal, you already have an unrest marker, so you don't get another one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
It's still good, though.
Okay, in East Bengal, you want to do infiltrate instead of assassinate.
Yeah. Take over a piece or place a base.
But you can't get rid of the troop in that case. You would only get rid of the sepoy.
Now, what I think I will do, though, is I'm going to do an unrest here. Get rid of his British Raj troop. So then he can't take me out.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay,
He can't take me out.
so
and then I
you're
get 2
doing an
points.
op plus special activity, correct?
Yeah, so I would do the unrest.
All right, so let's do unrest.
Cost resources equal to restraint per space.
Okay, restraint is 3 or 4 right now, so you got to be careful.
Okay.
So you're going to spend 4?
Yeah.
All right, and so you're spent 4. You can do it in any space with an underground guerrilla. You can actually do it in more than one space. You know that, right?
I can spend all my resources.
First, in each space, activate 1 underground guerrilla. So go ahead and activate your underground guerrilla. You flip it over.
Okay.
And then if it's a city, province, or state, shift 1 level towards neutral. It's already neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Add 1 unrest marker.
Okay.
Okay, so that means you just scored 2 points. So give yourself 2 points. And then
Can I
shift.
do it in multiple?
Huh?
Can I do it in multiple?
Do what in multiple?
The unrest.
Can you put more than 1 unrest in the same place, you mean?
No, can I do it in multiple areas?
Yeah, it's you can do as many areas as you can afford. Because remember,
Okay.
so you're spending all your money
I'm spending all my money. I'm gonna put another thing down there in Madras.
in Madras. Okay, so grab another unrest marker.
That guy has to go active, right?
Correct. So we're gonna put that there. He goes active.
I would get 7.
So you're at 2 more points, and this shifts towards neutral. So he loses. The Raj loses 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
So take 2 points away from the Raj. Take 2 points away from the Raj.
Yep.
Okay. So that's your unrest action, and then now you have to shift restraint down -1. So everything just got cheaper for you. You basically pissed them off, and now the restraint is a little lower, meaning that the
Yeah.
British aren't as tolerant. Okay, so now you get to do your assassinate, and it says, you can see it says very clearly max 1 space. So
Yeah, so I am gonna do it here. Over there,
yeah,
don't
there's
wanna
nothing
do
here to
anything.
assassinate. So you're going to
So-
assassinate the red cube, right?
Yes.
All right, so then what it does is it goes back to the available box, like that.
And then the control would be lost.
Yes, they lose control. So that goes back in there, and then they lose 2 more points. So you really nailed the Raj there. Okay, so now the Raj gets to go. Because you're done, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the Raj's choices. Is the upcoming critical event critical for them?
No.
No. Is the current event effective for them? What does the current event do for them? And the Raj would do the white part.
Select one faction to be ineligible through the next card. Active faction remains eligible.
No, it's not effective for them. They will not be first available on the next card. They're going to do a limited op. Okay, so first card says, are there any 2-pop spaces at active opposition? No. There aren't any, right?
No.
Is a die roll less than available troops? Yes. We don't even need to roll. There's a whole bunch of troops available. Well, actually, no, it says troops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do a die roll. Yep, that's definitely less. Do the cubes exceed all active non-base adversaries in any spaces? Yeah, that's true. So they're going to do an assault with Wavell as the viceroy. They're going to sweep first using move priorities. All right, this is a little painful, but basically what they're going to do is a sweep. So the sweep is going to use, first of all, they're looking for a space with no Raj control. That's the first priority. Then a 2-pop city, or 2-pop space, and then a space with protests. I think that's only one space, right there. So they're doing what's called a sweep. So now they have to pick a city that is connected to that via railroad, and the one that has the most cubes, which I think is Delhi. So what they do for sure is they're going to move a red cube and then a white cube. And see, no, Bihar. Okay, and then that's not enough to take control, so they're going to move another white cube and another white cube. So now they're able to take control. And I've been playing that actually put that one white cube back. They're going to take a white cube from Calcutta instead.
Because they have more troops from there.
Yeah. I've been playing that they always keep one more cube than pieces, if possible. All right. So, so they took control. That means they scored 2 points. So give them 2 points.
So just get your points back.
And then what's even worse is that wasn't even the action. That was just this guy's special ability. Now they're going to do what's called an assault. So they're going to do what's called remove. So a space with no Raj control. Anywhere where they have twice the cubes as active adversaries. So for example, in your space in East Bengal, you have 1. So that's twice the cubes. They have 3.
But
right?
they're not active.
You have a base there.
Well, the base is active, yeah.
That's the only place. I mean, this Bihar, they don't have twice the cubes. So they're going to do a remove there. So a remove, what it does...
You literally get a limited action, but then that limited action turns into a whole action.
Yeah. Any spaces with... In each space, remove 1 active piece for every 2 cubes, or if troops are present, for every cube. So they get to eliminate 3 pieces there. But here's the deal. They only can eliminate active pieces. So basically they're going to remove your base. Okay. So you just lost a point. So your base is gone.
But I gained 4 the last turn.
Yeah,
so
no,
that was a good idea.
That was good. And that's all they get to do. They don't get to do the special activity because like you said, it's a limited action, right?
I gotta go get some water.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll get the next turn going.
Is it possible to win the game, like, really early?
You can win the game by the end of the first campaign. Alright, so I'm just taking care of the cards here. So this is the next card for us. And I'm looking at the card after this. So basically, Jason and the Muslims are top priority on the next card. In spaces with underground guerrillas, remove 3 pieces total, or replace 2 with guerrillas or activists. Max 1 base, not Gandhi. So that's an interesting one, because anywhere there's an underground guerrilla, you can remove 3 pieces, Jason. That's pretty awesome. And you're going to get to go first on that one.
Wait, what?
Just read that card. That's the card that's going to be active on your turn. So we're doing the Muslim player right now. And you're going to want to read the dark spot.
Oh, in spaces with underground guerrillas.
Excuse me. All right, so they're going to do a full action.
Wait,
The Muslims are.
so you're telling me I could replace 2 of his pieces like this with 2 of mine?
Or just remove 3.
I'd rather just remove 2, because then I would just keep the unrest and then I can do some stuff later.
Yeah, anywhere that you have an active or underground guerrilla. You could even remove my pieces, right? Or is it only active pieces?
Nope, 3 pieces, or replace 2. Yeah, it's just any piece.
You can even remove my pieces.
I'm gonna take a strike.
Okay, so now it's our turn. So do we want to? We can remove 1 troop or 3 sepoys each from 2 spaces with unrest or protest markers. Actually, we really like that event now. After he took his turn like that, so that's right. This is the one, Jason, you were contemplating taking. Okay, come on, buddy. I really can use your help. Any Muslim space is eligible for non-cooperation. So this is where you got to look at their non-cooperation. So any space with protest and Muslim League activists. The answer is no, because there's no places with Muslim League activists and protests. Okay. Any available protest markers? Yes. Any Muslim League activists in spaces without protest? Yes. So they're going to do civil disobedience, Jason. You want to look up?
Sure.
So this time you're looking at the green priorities, right? And it's place protests. Place protests, green priorities.
Okay, not in active opposition.
Okay, that's all of them.
Muslim space.
Okay, we figured that. Muslim space.
2 pop.
That limits it to 3.
Fewest cubes.
Fewest cubes, that would be West Bengal. All right, so they're going to place a protest there. Protest.
No protest.
Actually, they get to place protest equal to unity. So they get to keep going, Jason. So
So that would be here and here. Then.
Yeah, so we're going to put 1 in Punjab and 1 in East Bengal. And then everybody goes active. So this goes active, this guy goes active, and then all of them go active. So the British are getting kicked out of Punjab big time. Hey, mine go active too.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so that's civil disobedience. That's actually, that was a very good move on their part. Next, they're going to do negotiate. So negotiate for them is a space with Muslim League activists and no Raj control that was not selected for operation.
Bang, 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 gone.
They were all selected for operation though.
Yep.
So they can't do negotiate. So instead they're going to do infiltrate. Infiltrate is a space with Muslim League activists, and they're going to do it to replace an adversary. So they're going to replace a sepoy, a guerrilla, or a protest marker with a Muslim League activist. So you got to look at this thing here, and there's a chart there. Right here is the order of priority for replacement. So, and remember, they can only replace a sepoy, a guerrilla, or a protest marker. So even though you see things like unrest marker, That's not eligible for this action.
Unrest marker.
Like
which
I
is
said,
no.
no.
Protest marker. That's the.
That's the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, so they are going to do what's called a replace. So now you got to look at that chart again, the priority chart, and you'll see a remove or replace.
Most Muslim League bases.
Okay, you don't have any.
Muslim space.
Got it?
Protest.
That's all three.
Raj control.
That one. Okay, so there you're going to replace the protest marker, and so put the protest marker back, and then we're going to take a Muslim activist and put it on.
Active?
Well, it's not active because the protest marker is gone now. So they flip back over. But now they have more pieces there. You see how that plays? Okay, so that's their turn. They did a full action plus special activity. So I'm going to do the event now, the one that you were thinking of doing. And so in Jason, I'm going to remove 1 troop or 3 sepoys each from up to 2 spaces with unrest and protest marker. So here I'm going to remove a troop. And here I'm going to remove 3 sepoys.
And this is not Raj controlled anymore.
Yeah, so then they lose 2 points.
That was their whole turn doing that.
Well, they got this one too, though.
That
I could have removed the sepoys
that one was
instead.
always theirs.
I know, but I could have removed the sepoys instead if you wanted, but I didn't.
What did they do on their turn?
They placed the control here, and then they tried to. It doesn't matter. I think they had a limited action, so that was the only place they could do anything.
Yeah.
So we definitely hammered them, though. Got rid of all those pieces, so that helps. But the problem, though, is that's my whole turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was still good, being able to remove all those troops.
So I go eligible again.
So, yep, these go off, and now you're eligible. And can you hand me the card so I can show the camera? Hand me the card so I can show the camera.
Oh no.
So this is Jason's choice.
Oh no.
He's looking at, in spaces with underground guerrillas, remove 3 pieces total or replace 2 with guerrillas or activists. What's going on? Why are you concerned?
I got a thing
Here.
that the game says I need to do.
You don't have to do it. So for you, that would be add up to 4 activists. Oh, you can add 2 unrest markers to any space.
Yeah.
Why are you getting sad? Because it's your turn this round?
Yes.
Okay, well, look at it this way. The Raj player goes first.
Yeah.
You could pass, but
Wait,
here's
no,
the
the
deal.
Raj player doesn't go first. I go first.
Okay, but let me look. So Raj player will get to go, and they're going to choose the event.
Yeah. And I don't want that to happen.
Well, here's the deal. If you look at this card, I'm going to show the camera. The Muslims go before you, and they will block you. You know they will.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get to do this event. And so now I understand why you're sad. So, and then your choice now is, do you want to block him from doing the event?
Yes. I would
Because
love
what's the event do for him?
Remove 1 guerrilla, 1 activist, 1 protest marker, or 1 unrest marker from each of up to 2 spaces with cubes.
And if you look at the chart there, the unrest marker was the top priority to remove, right?
Yep.
So you're going to lose unrest markers.
Yeah, I don't want this.
All right, then that means you need to block them, and you know what to do, right?
Just go on the middle.
No, on the top.
No, the middle.
The middle lets him do an event.
Oh.
This one forces him to do a limited operation. This one lets him do an event.
So I can only do an operation?
Or you can do the event yourself, which prevents him from doing the event, but then he gets a full action.
In spaces with underground guerrillas, remove 3 pieces total or replace 2 with guerrillas or activists. Actually, I'll do the event.
Okay. So you're doing the event. He's going to very likely... He is first on the next card. Hold on. Before you take your turn, I always like to figure it out. Can you look on the... So right there on the front, he's the second eligible.
Well, I don't want to do this.
Okay, so what we're doing is we're reading the top line here. Number 1. So, is the next card a critical card for him and he's first eligible? No. Will he be first eligible on the upcoming card? And the answer is yes. So he will pass. So he's not going to go. That means I get screwed, but that's okay. So now you get to do your action. What are you going to do?
That means I'm gonna have actions all by myself.
Okay, do it. That's what I'm telling you to do.
In spaces with underground gorillas, remove 3 pieces total or replace 2 with gorillas or activists. So, I can...
So you want to replace with activists, right? Or, I'm sorry, replace with gorillas.
Yeah, so you're telling me I could replace either these or these with gorillas.
Correct. Or you can remove 3 pieces, which doesn't let you place your own pieces, though.
Yeah, well, I get to remove 2 and place them with me, so I don't know why you would ever...
Well, if you don't have any to place.
Yeah, true.
Right now you have stuff to place, so I would place them.
Okay, so it's only in spaces with underground gorillas. I'm gonna do these 2 here.
Right, so he just took 2 white cubes out of East Bengal, and he's putting his in.
Britain loses control.
Britain does lose control, so make sure you take away 2 points from them.
There you go. And this is the only other spot, so I can do it, and I'll do that.
Okay, so put my guys back to available, and then you're putting 2 of your guys in their place. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I got 3 guys in available now. All right, so you
Do I
did the
ever
event.
get-
Hand me the card.
Do I ever get extra dudes?
You do, but you have to do the action that lets you do it. I think it's your top one, the rally action.
Add revolutionary forces, yeah.
Sometimes you'll get an event that lets you do it from out of play. Okay, so the turn's over. You're going ineligible. All 3 of us are eligible. Hand me the card so I can show the camera. So here you can see I'm going last. So I'm going to get screwed. The Raj is first. And the Raj for sure will do plus special activity because they're not critical in the next one. No, they are. Never mind. Hold on. The Raj is critical in the next one?
Yep, and they're first. So that means they are definitely passing no matter what.
So is the current event critical and effective? No. Next eligible could choose critical event? No. Will they be first eligible in an upcoming critical event? Yes. So they are passing. All right, so then that means that the Muslim player is next. So same questions for them. Current event is critical? No. Next eligible would be critical? No. There is a critical here, but Jason's not eligible.
Sadness noises.
Will be first eligible in upcoming critical event? No. So they're going to do Ops plus SA, which is that. And then I get to either do the event or a limited operation. So the event is I can add up to 4 activists and up to 2 unrest markers to any spaces.
You should do it.
I only have 3 activists I can add, but I can always put a Muslim one out. I'm going to think about it. Here, let me give you back the card. Let's do his turn. Nonviolent activists equal or exceed cubes in any spaces without protest. Yes. Well, no. Are there any nonviolent activists that equal or exceed cubes in any spaces without protest?
Non-violent or...
Without protest. That one has a protest marker.
no.
Yeah, I don't see anywhere where we have activists in cubes where the activists outnumber the cubes. So no. So we're going to draw another card. Negotiate would place a Muslim state. Negotiate for them requires a space with Muslim League activists and no Raj control. And then, if it's an opposition province, yeah, they can do it. So they're going to select a special activity, negotiate to place a Muslim state. So here's what it says. They're going to choose East Bengal. It's the only one that's eligible. And the reason that's the only one that's eligible is because you need to have an opposition. It has to be, it has to be a Muslim opposition province. The only opposition province in all of Muslim land is this one right here. So what they're going to do, so Jason, if you can help me here, they're going to remove any protest marker from that space.
Nope.
Don't have any. They're going to shift restraint +1.
How dare them?
They're going to
Oh, wait. There was...
set the...
Wait.
What?
When I did assassinate
Yeah, you reduced it by 1, didn't you?
and shift unity,
Shift unity. Yeah, but did you have to shift unity? The shifting unity is only if you would assassinate my guy. Read it. The actual action itself.
procedure, remove anyone active peace, not Gandhi. Unity -1 if envy is...
Envy is non-violent. So if you would have assassinated a Muslim or a
Okay, yeah.
congressperson. Okay, can you get back to this action now? Okay. So we're going to set the space to passive support. Can you help me, please?
Passive.
Passive support. So that goes away. Passive support goes on. All right. They lose 2 points. No. I lose 2 points. The Raj gets 2 points. Okay. Then they get a Muslim state marker. So now they get 4 points.
They did all that for 2 points.
They did, but it screwed me over big. The Raj got a little bit of help. Okay, so that was their negotiate piece. They're not done. So now, will a die roll be less than the amount available? So roll a die.
No.
No. So we're flipping it over. Are there any available protest markers? No. They're going to do what's called demonstrate, Jason. Demonstrate is any destination with a Muslim League base plus other destinations up to unity. There's no base. So what they're going to do is move Muslim League activists into adjacent non-railway destinations. If no Raj control in the destination, they may place an available protest marker if there is one, but there isn't. So they're going to do demonstrate. They're just going to move around because they can't place anything. So what they're going to do is they're going to move. Can you grab this? It's the same priority chart, but now it's for move.
Okay, I hate
Just try not to rip it, please. I only have one.
Place, remove, shift. Wait, there's no move.
Oh, give it here. That is because they're using this chart over here, move priorities on the right.
Oh.
This big ass thing. So, so they're going to select a space using select space, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to use. So hold on. Space selection priorities table, which would be. I would say place activists. Where do they want to place activists?
Most Muslim League bases.
None.
Muslim space.
Yep.
Protest. Actually, no. Yeah, protest. Raj control. No.
Okay, we do have 2 protest spaces.
2 pop. Both of them.
Yep.
Where Congress overrules Muslim. Neither.
Neither.
1 random space.
Okay, well, I think this is going to be easy because this is a move action, and Punjab has no one to move there. There's nothing next to, there's no Muslim activists next to Punjab. Do you see that? That's the only one they can move to. So now you got to open it up and look at the other chart now. So we just did A. Now you're on B. And remember using the green dots.
Raj is player. Keep 1 piece on red.
Raj is not player.
Okay. Keep 2 activists at each protest.
Okay, we're let me have it. You skipped completely several steps. So we did select a destination. That's all we did, Jason. Now we're doing select an origin. The space with the most friendly cubes. How did you jump all the way down?
No.
Okay. The space with the most friendly cubes, activists or guerrillas, and not already selected as a destination. So that's the origin. So where's the place with the most friendly activists? West Bengal's where they want to go. Look on the board. East Bengal. Okay, so we got that. So now, keep 2 activists at each protest. Okay, now we're at where you were. So keep 1 piece in spaces with a friendly base. We don't have any bases there, right? If Congress is player, keep activists to exceed Congress in provinces. There aren't any Congress there. Keep activists to equal Congress in Muslim states. There's no Congress there. Keep sufficient pieces to add no Raj control. Move 1 activist, Jason.
Move.
Yep, to West Bengal. That's it. That's all they're doing. This isn't rocket science. They don't have that many pieces to move. I'm not going to go through any more. I mean, maybe Calcutta they would move 1 there, but it's not gaining them anything. Okay. All right. Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's to me. So hand me the card. I can add up to 4 activists. So I didn't want to do that at first because I wanted to place a protest marker, but there's none to place now, if you'll notice that, right? So I am going to do the event, and I'm going to, because the other option is to just deploy my troops. So I'm going to do the event, and I'm going to add up to 4 activists to a space.
Dance time. Dance time.
It says up to 2 unrest markers, so I'm adding 0. So I'm going to do 3 of mine, and I might do...
I thought it would give me the... No, I hate this.
Where do I want to put them? I think I do want to put 1 more with Gandhi, but I think I want to put 2 of them here in the United Provinces. And then I get to pick 1 more for the Muslims, or I could if I wanted to, and I'm actually going to. So I'm going to take a Muslim one, and we're going to add them to Calcutta, see if we can get them to lose a city. So that's it for me.
Can you add still too? I mean, like, you just need to put them in, like...
I can intentionally put them in 1 province. one population places, so they're worthless to you.
Sure.
Nope, I'm not doing it.
I would still get a point for that.
I know you would. So not giving you points, sorry. Okay, you gotta draw the next card.
Sarojini Nadu inspires the masses.
Okay, so the Raj is first. It says it's a critical event for the Raj, but we need to make sure it's effective. What does a critical event do for the Raj?
Shift up to 2 spaces with Congress activists, each one level towards active support. Congress ineligible through next card.
Oh, they suck. I don't like this event at all. They're definitely doing it.
Yeah, I get to do some actions.
Okay, so what does it say?
Shift up to 2 spaces with Congress activities.
Activists. Yep.
Oh, yeah, activists. I thought it was activities. I don't know why. Each one level towards active support. Congress ineligible through next card.
Okay, so I'll give this to you. It's the red priority chart for shift to support.
Okay.
So, and now remember, these are only places that I have pieces. So go ahead and
2
read.
pop.
2 pop. Well, but there's lots of pieces, okay?
No protest.
That would be here,
Here and here. That's
and
it.
there. You're right, those are the only 2.
Unrest.
Neither of them.
Most opposition. Nope.
Nope, they're both the same.
Neutral.
Nope.
No. Muslim state. No. One random space.
Okay, go ahead and roll 2 dice. Tell me what the inner is.
This one.
The red, okay. Okay,
1.
1-1. Look on the back.
So here it would be this one.
Actually, you're right. I think that is the right one.
Yep. United Provinces.
Okay, so it's doing, the event is, how many spaces do they get to do this?
Up to 2.
All right, we didn't even have to
Oh.
roll. It's
Oh,
both
then
of
it'll
these
just be both
spaces,
of
right?
them.
They're just doing both of these. So this is going to active support times 2, times 2. They get 4 points. Give them 4 points.
They're finally back up to their starting amount.
Yeah, they got a lot of points out of that. And then I stay ineligible through the next card, right?
Yep.
So that means I don't become eligible. That sucks.
And I get to do a full action.
Yeah, you do.
Yay. Okay. What shall we do here? I need to do aid. Location, procedure, and select this one. Space with underground gorilla.
Don't you want to put out more unrest?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you win. Unrest or bases. Those are your 2 choices.
Yeah, no, I don't have any resources though.
Oh, you need resources to do unrest?
Yeah.
So then you need something with aid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, oh yeah, let me look at your, I can show everybody my card. So he wants to do aid to get resources.
So, I can activate 1 underground gorilla and add revolutionary resources equal to population. So I can get 6 right here.
Equal to population. That's 2.
Can I only do it in each space either... So can I do it in every space?
It says spaces with gorillas. The issue is once you activate them, they're no longer underground. So, but yes, you can do, look, you can get $6. Bing, bing, and bing, right? You can get $6.
Yeah. Spaces with underground gorilla or during...
You can even do a march beforehand and make sure you get even more bucks if you want it.
Okay, so I'm gonna do aid, and I'm gonna flip all of these to active.
It's just 1, Jason.
Oh, activate 1. Okay, so that's 2.
You can do United Provinces.
I'm not gonna.
You can do Bombay.
I'm gonna do this one. I'm
That's
doing
2
1.
more. So now you got $4.
Yeah.
Then what are you going to do with it? You can attack. It actually adds unrest. Did you see that?
Yeah. Cities, provinces, and states with guerrillas. Cost 1 resource per space selected.
In each space, activate all guerrillas. Roll a die. If it's less than or equal to the number of guerrillas, remove 2 active pieces. If protest or no Raj control, it adds 1 unrest marker.
If protest or no Raj control. Okay, I'm doing it here and here, so I have to lose 2 resources.
Yep. And so you have to activate all of your guerrillas, though.
That's fine.
So it says if protest or no Raj control, which in that case it's no Raj control, you get to add unrest. So you're going to add 2 unrest markers. So you just scored 4 points. That was well done, and you gained money.
So I already have 10.
Yep, you're at 10.
And then I will roll for this. If I get a 1, I remove your dudes. Less or equal to. Remove 2 active pieces. Oh, it's active.
Yeah, I'm not active there.
So that means I just don't roll.
Yeah, you don't roll, and you can't kill Gandhi over here. So
Gandhi's not killable.
it says it right there. Troops and bases last, not Gandhi. Look, you did the thing you really wanted to do. You got your points.
Yeah.
And you got money.
Yep. So I'm good.
Well done. All right, so they're done, right? So the only one eligible for the next card is the Muslim League. Hand me the next card. Okay, so the Muslim League is critical on the next card, aren't they? So,
And they're first. So they automatically pass.
yeah, they are. They're going to pass. So now all 4 of us are eligible. So hand me that card. All right. We should have made sure that it was effective for them. Shift unity -2. Oh, yeah, it's effective for them. Okay, so they're going to take the event. And then next is the Raj. Okay, Jason. Is Raj critical on the next card? Come on, answer the question, please.
No.
No. Will they be first on the next card?
Yes.
They are?
Yeah.
The Raj is passing.
Oh,
Come on! There's no
Sorry.
need to be so angry.
I didn't mean to do that. Let's here, here, there.
I think it was in Orissa. Did I really
Yeah.
only have 2 pieces there? I thought I had 3.
Unless it's right here.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that accidentally left my hand. Didn't want that to happen.
Okay, so you're saying that they're first eligible on that one, right?
Yep.
So they would pass. So that means next up is me, and I'm going to take the full action. Why not? That's a good deal for me. So that's it. Okay, so they're going to do, they can shift unity -2, but they're not going to do that. Or they're going to add 1 Muslim state to any Muslim province with no Raj control. Okay, so they're going to add a Muslim state, Jason. There's really 2 places they're going to pick. It's either West Bengal or there. So look at the priorities. Tell me which one they're going to use.
You pop fewest cubes here.
So West Bengal just became a Muslim state. They scored 4 points.
Yep. They're at 8.
Oh,
How do we get rid of those?
The Raj does it mostly because they can go in with troops. But we keep killing the troops.
Yep.
Okay, so they're done. Now I get to do a full action. The restraint is still very high, so I can't do any protest, which really hurts me. So spaces with protests and Congress activists, I can build opposition. And that's literally only one space on the board. You know what? I'm going to move Gandhi first. So we're going to do the Satyagraha. Or we can... Yeah, I'm going to move Gandhi. So first thing I'm going to do is move him here to West Bengal. And in doing so, do I have an available protester? Activist?
No.
No? So, interesting. I'm going to move Gandhi here and remove that unrest marker. You lose 2 points.
You just do that.
Yeah, you lose 2 points.
I'm gonna lose like 4 next round as well.
Okay, so now I'm doing non-cooperation, and for each space
Can I
that
just kill Gandhi? I don't like him.
shift 1 level towards active opposition. So this guy, take 2 points away from Mirage, and then move restraint down by 1. Okay, that's my turn. It wasn't very exciting, but I took points away from people, that's it. Okay, these 2 are going here, and now we got the next card. So bring out the next card. I need to see the next card, please.
Okay, that.
What? You're done?
No, just end the video.
All right, thanks for watching. Stay awesome, and we'll go again soon.